cool. Treasure Adventure World, this game's super cool if you haven't seen it before. It's a heavily exploration-focused, fairly non-linear Metroidvania, which it's hard to make a Metroidvania truly non-linear. It often has the appearance of non-linearity, but then there's like a critical path of upgrades that you need. And we just got to this island with a museum. There's a place for me to explore below it. I've got the boomerang, and I can dig now. 2 important upgrades that I picked up recently. The main character is like kind of amnesiac. He like woke up after a shipwreck. His dad's like an Indiana Jones, sort of La Mulana sort of character. So legendary treasure you collect will unlock more of the temple. So it's kind of like Zelda Phantom Hourglass / Spirit Tracks. There's like an Uber dungeon that you can keep coming back to, and I didn't actually explore it last time. We got here and met this dude, old friend of my dad. I think we only have the one legendary treasure right now from an early boss that we fought. This is my dad. Oh, that's cool. Controllable flashback. Lion's Temple. Should be on there. Can double check after stream. We've played it 2 other times. Okay, so there's spikes. Go back this. If you don't see it on the summary tab, it should be on the game's database tab. Sometimes there's issues with that calling correctly. Tonally, this game reminds me a lot of La Mulana, but like significantly more chill than La Mulana. Yeah, Pearl. Coordinates or location of a lockpick kit. That's cool. Yeah. It's part of how they can make it as non-linear, I think. They do a lot to like guide you to upgrades. It's on there, okay, no worries. Alright, so that pillar is gated by access to the first legendary treasure. I think I needed to have a treasure before making it here. Sailed over here a while ago. Super Meat Boy saw blades, Tim. Super dark down here, too. Okay, that's how that works. Now I know. Whoops. Ooh, what's this? A treasure detector. Pulse faster when near treasures and secret areas. Okay, that's cool. This is a game changer. Treasure detector you found is an improvement valuable. Whenever we're near the location of an item related to one of our nav pearls, it'll alert us. Sweet. Like, the search for upgrades in this game is incredibly fun. I'm really into it. It's very likely you would have gotten it by the time you get here. I see. So, we'll come back to the Uber dungeon later once we get the plot treasures. It seems like the plot treasures tend to have a function as well. Like, they're not just keys to open deeper parts of the super dungeon. The more I think about it, I think the closest game I can think of to this is probably La Milana, except it's much more reasonable than La Milana. Which is both like a benefit and a drawback, right? That's one of the things I love about La Milana is it's so ridiculously obtuse. But that's the only other Metroidvania I can think of that feels super non-linear. Do you want a hint from Uncle Bacchus? Sure. For a nav pearl on Tenerife Island, buried near a pyramid. Thanks. The talking parrot. Cool pocket ship. Coolest mechanic ever. Sprague going around collecting all the legendary treasures. I guess Hollow Knight doesn't really have as big of a content gating issue. Like, a lot of the zones have multiple places you can explore depending on your upgrades. Also, he told us to kill the kid. He didn't say anything about a parrot. I think it's a gradient, right? Like, you can have a game that appears to be a non-linear Metroidvania that's actually hyperlinear, that you need to get every upgrade in order to go anywhere. I think Super Metroid was generally pretty good about letting you go in different directions, but... Oh god. Okay. Don't think I'm meant to be able to fight them yet. Get out of touch. Oh, maybe I am. Maybe I'm just supposed to survive. Where are the rest of the cannonballs? Why would you do that? I think Hollow Knight probably trends much more towards the non-linear side of that spectrum. I cite La Milana as the most non-linear one I've played. As a result, I think that when you do end up in a critical path situation where there's like literally one upgrade you need to get to make progress, that's when La Milana feels the worst. But it feels pretty good until that point. Danger! Sulphur Island is an active volcano. Proceed at your own risk. I think I asked this in previous episodes. Was this originally a Game Maker game? This isn't the original version of it, right? It's like a re-release. Carrot release. I needed that. Key somewhere. Oh, that's cool. The little treasure indicator is blinking. That's a great island to get right after the treasure indicator, right? Lockpick kit. Sweet. Awesome. It's probably a boomerang switch. Finger looking platforms. Oh, jeez. Gotta get them into phase with each other. Come on. King Red Lions, right? Actually, I don't know how old this game is. It might be old enough that it came out around the same time as Wind Waker. Like the original version of it. I know the re-release was quite a bit later. Actually, 1 sec. Hey, save point. (2018) it got a relaunch? 2011, okay, so not that old, but... This game is not to be confused with McDonald's Treasure Adventure Land, or whatever it was called. Can't cross the lava. Which I think the main thing I can do now is go outside. Yeah. We played it on stream. It was Death Johnson's subblock game forever ago. It's actually not a bad game. I think it's one of the only Genesis games we played on stream. Not for any like particular reason, just haven't happened to have that many Genesis games get added. Newgrounds aesthetic is a good way to put it. Yeah, I would agree. I don't think I can fit through that. I think that's what its origins were. Like, it wasn't a Newgrounds game, but it was definitely like a super indie, you know, you downloaded a questionable exe off the internet, didn't pay for it. Coordinates for the cannon. Cool. Oh, it's a neat little trap. Good job of teaching us about it before we got over there, too. Can I punch a fire? Okay, it can't damage boost past it. I probably need some mobility. I don't think I can get through here yet. I think I just get that nav pearl. I don't have like a high jump yet. Probably get to do something with those things later too. I really like the nav pearl concept. I think it helps with the overall layout of the game in general. We were talking about this problem during, what game was it? Resident Evil 6. Like, you want to reward the player for exploring, but there's only so many, like, significant rewards you can provide, right? Like, you know, you've got something like the climbing outfit in Breath of the Wild versus something like a single Korok seed in Breath of the Wild. Like, the climbing outfit is quite a bit more significant than one Korok seed. So if you can come up with something that doesn't require a ton of dev effort, but the player's still fairly excited about, I feel like the Nav Pearl accomplishes that, where it's like, most of the upgrades in this game are fairly hidden, and you'll be excited to find the upgrade itself. But it might be really hard for you to track it down. I don't think I can do anything with this floating thing here. So by making you feel good about both finding the upgrade and finding a thing that tells you where the upgrade is, right? You get rewarded twice for one item. It gives you like light guidance on where to go too, which is cool. Yeah, when I first played, I think first episode, I said this game reminded me of Cave Story. It's like Cave Story and La Mulana. Yeah, I wasn't clear on the poison gas thing. I think I got poisoned when I was down there or something. It wasn't damaging me though. Oh, it's the shark repellent. Right, thank you. It's an upgrade I got. Because I was near the shark down at the bottom, and I needed the shark repellent to be able to cross certain bodies of water, right? Nice. Cool secret. Secrets in this game are really satisfying to find. Before I had that, the sharks blocked my ability to explore certain areas, right? Cute progression upgrade. So it's triggering here because I'm near the shark. I must have some ability that I can use to knock through there and hit that switch. me try one more thing in the top left corner, and then I'll move to the next area. Let's try jump. Not just yet. Maybe if I had a double jump. Don't know what the bubbles mean, if anything. So far, it's not obtuse at all, though. Like, it has some really well-hidden secrets and stuff, but like the critical path, it does a lot to help you get there. There's the nav pearls that tell you generally where upgrades are. I just got the little mirror that beeps when I get closer and closer to things. There's NPCs that can guide you on where to go. I felt like I liked Cave Story a lot, but there were parts of that game where it was like really goofy what you needed to do to progress. Buy fruit. Use or cancel transaction. It's a little strawberry robot. Coast free. Monkeys are climbing. Frogs jump through the humid air. This is the jungle. Are these guys speaking haiku? Evil monkeys, rude. Oh, I can jump on the flowers. Right, there's a spam prevention system in this game too. Like whenever you attack, you have to wait for that little shiny thing, otherwise you do less damage. Oh, it doesn't hit him on the backswing. Name. Monkey tail. Ooh. What does that do? Craft crossbow strings with it. Legendary treasure locations. Oh, here we go. Specimens. Cool. Yeah, I think the challenge with a lot of these Metroidvanias is add as many cool exploration rewards that don't just degenerate to being a key, right? Or a key is something that has no like gameplay function. All it does is let you past an area. Tail as old as time. Hey, thanks Markale, how you doing? How's your Friday treating you so far? Might be able to get up there. Well, no, there's some ruins up this way. Good way of having the camera hint to me. Whoa! Whoops. Sweet. Another nav pearl for what? Coordinates for the location of a legendary treasure. Oh man, that's a big deal. Thought so. The mirror thing is blinking. Nice. It's pretty cool. Yes, please. People learn this with me. My whole life, I didn't know that hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil was like a Japanese thing. Japanese meme. It was only after it showed up in both Shadow Hearts and Sekiro that I was like, wait a minute. What a weird, arbitrary theming choice. It'd be like if you had a boss fight themed around like a fox, a hen, and a sack of grain or something. Oh, what's this dude's deal? Don't come any closer, human. We don't allow any of your kind in our village. Humans are a scourge on this planet. Your parrot is welcome, friend. Kid and I are due. I'm not going anywhere without Peep. You can both leave. Go chop down some trees or something. Don't think you could fool me with some mask. I won't fall for that again. Okay. Yeah, I think little like nursery rhyme, fable things like that. I don't know, it was treated with a lot of gravitas in both Sekiro and Shadow Hearts, as silly as Shadow Hearts is. Recharge. Yeah, that's a fair way to put it. Like, it's as significant as something like the Seven Deadly Sins, which is still like mythological, but I didn't realize it was like serious. I thought it was just like a silly statue knick-knack thing that you could get. Bouncy mushrooms. Alright, so there's a ton of places for me to explore here. I need to drop early off that zipline thing. Nice. Ooh, what's in the chest? Ooh, what is it, double jump? Sprint boots. Nice. And now I will never let go of the X button. What is that thing? Oh god. Stole your hook. With your new boots, you see faster us. Those new boots moving. Okay, so I can't use hooks anymore. Now we've got you. The game's over. Give us back the hook. Now you can grab ledges and rings. Okay, I'm down. That certainly was odd. That's a way to put it. And the sprint ability was kind of hidden. Like you could have found it, but... Definitely looks like it's a progression ability. It lets you jump way further forward. Oh, shit. This is one of the last abilities you found? Oh no. I wonder how much that increases the length of the playthrough. I'm impressed that you were able to get further into the game without it, you know? Because I have the hook, I automatically hook, so I can't make this jump, I don't think. The chase scales based on the abilities you have, that's a cool concept. Okay. Ouch. This is the original one. Seemed a little hidden. Don't fall this time. Let's see what's in the top corner. Just a way to get back. Okay, not that interesting. No, not again! It's too bad. Third time's a charm. I like the way it handles revealing like secret walls and stuff. Like it's pretty similar to, you know, Metroid with having what are effectively bombable walls, but you just have to like push into them and then they're permanently revealed, and it plays a really like satisfying "you found the thing" fanfare noise. There we go. First strip. Impressed you can get that much further into the game without having this sprint, since it affects your jump distance. There's somewhere I can dig over here, right? Oh, this is crazy. There must be something else I can do over here. Maybe I need like a nav pearl. Oh well, at least I jumped over there. The double jump can make up the difference. Then I guess you can both sprint and double jump, right? That's interesting. Speaking of double jump, probably needed to jump on that. I only played one Metroidvania that didn't have a double jump, and it was Owlboy. Hollow Knight, you don't get one until super late in the game, if I recall correctly. They give you all sorts of other forms of vertical progression. Looking to be a homeowner. Talking to the right guy. I'm trying to find a buyer for this beauty right here. Door, windows, plenty of privacy. 1,000 coins. $717. I can probably do bubbles as well. Nice. Those black things are going to be warp points later on. I can't do anything with campfires yet, right? Doesn't have to be super late in Hollow Knight. I need to play Hollow Knight again. I have the advantage of it being mostly wiped from my brain because I was playing it right around when Andrea got really sick, and I think I took the hiatus in the middle of it and then came back and beat it. Video games. We have iPlant. Are you interested in earning great prizes? Just finding rare items and completing collections make you giddy with excitement. Interested in rare coins called Noomies. Or find any, please bring them to me. Oh, cool. It's a fine specimen. Update your notes with my appraisal. It's in this list here. Noomies. Bottle cap uses currency in an unknown realm. Okay. Golden coins. So Noomies are references to other franchises that we like. Banana from an unknown realm. I see.
Remember, he's a robot, not a man, Aaron.
Oh yeah, I heard about the DLC. Is it good? Excited to get like a flashlight or a torch or something. Yeah, that secret boss in Hollow Knight's main campaign is still tied for the longest I've been stuck on a boss in a video game. The game as a whole wasn't that hard. I just really struggled with that particular enemy. It's gonna take his bed, you know, problem. I felt pretty bad about being stuck for so long when I saw Walter was talking about it. It's a hard jump to make. Try one more time. You can't make it if you just... And maybe if you let off sprint, it's easier. Walter was saying that, like, after being stuck on that boss for so long, I didn't have much trouble with the actual final boss, who's normally quite a bit harder, I guess. That's definitely happened in Sekiro now. Like, I go back and watch the VOD of me just getting my ass handed to me by Genichiro. And now I basically have the final phase against Genichiro as just muscle memory. Jump in this cloud. Nice. Slowly sink through it, that's cool. Eat the rich. No, that's right. Cool. Oh, I recommend it highly, it's so good. Yeah, it should be about that time that it should go on sale. Oh, cool. It's a neat little secret. Whoa. Dang. Yeah, there's some pretty obvious DLC like hooks in the main game. It's too bad. Sekiro is the best game I've ever played in doing the let's show you how far you've come thing. Like a lot of games and movies will do that too. But it, like, when you beat the game and then do the first boss fight where you're supposed to lose again and just completely fucking trounce it. And not because you're, like, statistically better, but just because you now know how the game works. Feels really good. We'll hit start claiming sounds. Don't die. Oh, cool. What is this? Keycard. Opens Global Corp doors that use a keycard lock. Nice. So that includes this door as well. It does. Nice. So you see there's a chest in there, I guess. Thank you, healing. Oh yeah? What were some good ones, Scarf? That sounds way up my alley. Can you share it in the Discord? Cool stuff or something? Cool, thank you. I'm currently working on the herb lore grind, the endgame of RuneScape, so I need stuff to read while I do farming runs. Page from Bags' private journal. Searching the old pyramid and digging in the sand for clues. Set up a dig inside the bigger of the two pyramids. Temple of the goddess Wakenda. Oops, oh shit. Let's see if I can read the rest of that really quick. Okay, press A, got it. CEO of Global Corp. Best on our expedition. There's cache gear on our ship. Cautious about giving a portion of our findings to someone like Mr. Ward. For a private meeting with my dad. The train helmet's a classic, I love that one. There we go. Good luck, sir. That's awesome. We were joking about the Fallout 3 hat train when we were playing Resident Evil 6 this Wednesday. Because, like, the driving in that game is so bad, it clearly isn't... It's, like, still in the same engine that the main game runs on. They didn't, like, code any unique movement for it. So we were convinced that there was, like, legs sticking out of the bottom of the car just off screen, and they were like Flintstone running around like the Fallout 3 train hat. Like, I don't know how they hacked it together. It did not work as well as the Fallout 3 one. Your arm turns into the train. That's awesome. Sales. Actually, since there are robots down here, let me stop back in the break room and eat their food. How, having never played Mahjong, how, like, luck-oriented is it? On, like, a scale of Candyland to, like, poker. All games that have RNG, but... And will a good player always beat a novice player? The Globo Kitten says, no small talk allowed, is what that sign says. No, my chatty connection just died. I think stream's still up. Okay, looks like I got back in. I see some chat in Deepbot. Every game entity in Wolverine's Revenge contains a single bit determining whether it's a helicopter taking off or not, including Wolverine. So the difference to become clear over multiple matches. Okay, so you have multiple matches in order to control for that, I suppose. Globo Corp employee entrance. Slater Apartments. Hey, lockpicking. I don't think maybe I've played Rummy. I didn't remember playing a game called Rummy Cube, but I don't remember the rules for it.
Remember, he's a robot, not a man, Aaron.
I pronounce it robot. I see, yeah. Sweet. Coordinates the location of a legendary treasure. Damn, nice. I wonder, like, item reward design space, like how many cheater Metroidvania rewards you can add to a game that don't actually require you to add, like, new content. I feel like the nav pearls are definitely one. It's basically just like a square on the map becomes revealed, you know? I guess the bummer about them is that they're not as exciting when you're playing through the game a second time, because you already know where those things are. And I guess it also only matters for a really big game like this one. No food or drink. Modern calendar. The Great Cataclysm occurred after the demon Yolong was defeated by the hero Hua Yin. I think I asked this before. Is this game originally like by a... Is it from China? It's been localized? Picture of time. 6027 BC, an unknown scientist created a system of telling time, which each day consists of exactly 20 hours. Each hour is made of exactly 100 minutes. Half the collectibles in Metroid Prime are missile packs, yeah. And just most of the Metroid games, right? That's their little Korok seed type, hey, you did a good job finding this. Not that good of a job, we're not going to give you like a double jump or something. Burner, there are auctions that occur when games win the vote. Every so often I announce them in the Discord when they're pending. You win an auction, you can add a game that way. And then very high tier subscribers, the highest tier, get a permanent game slot, and they can just put whatever game they want in there. Still have to vote for it. Legend from old times, when the islands of the world were all one continent, and people had created huge cities with science and magic. It tells of an evil demon who despised magic and those who used it. He descended from the heavens and attempted to eradicate every last ounce of magic on Earth. A young wizard's apprentice named Hua Yin believed he could make a stand against a raging demon. Through ingenuity and strong will, he acquired 12 magically enchanted items, each of which gave him a better chance of overcoming the demon. That's cool. The young wizard hid his 12 enchanted items. Those are the legendary treasures we're looking for in the game. I think it's demon in the sense of, like, powerful spirit. Like, Japanese use of the word demon. No! Okay, thanks, game. It's nice of you. Books! Read them! 578 AC. So their universe is made of something you term pixels. Pixel is the smallest building block for everything. Maybe other universes that are 2.5 dimensions, and even others that may be 3-dimensional. Nice. planet Pelagos is the second closest planet to the Sun. There are 7 more planets further from the Sun than our own. Some astronomers claim to have seen a 10th planet. You know, we don't really have a good English word that means like demigod, sort of. I guess demigod, but I feel like that has a bit more of a powerful context than demon might. No sharks. Okay, we're gonna go in here again. It's a kitty with an explorer hat. No, I want to get the kitty. No! Need my double jump. Come up with your own cool proper nouns, yeah, for your setting. I guess these are set on, like, why are the clouds clouds and not any other kind of platform? Because you can't run on them because you sink constantly, that makes sense. So I can't just make it if I run straight. No! Jojo Mart. Nice. They must have added a lot in the re-release in 2018. Taking down the system. Meet me at the concert in the nightclub tonight. Cool. I think even like the font for the quest text looks like the Undertale font. Backpack. Nelson's Arcade. You're the one with the parrot that fell in love with a duck? No. Parrot kept saying Polly wants a quacker. Find that offensive, sir. Hear the story about the hero of Hawaiian's temple. Lock the demon away in a giant treasure chest. Only one who's pure of heart can open the chest and be granted the power of a god. It's super uncommon. I think I would make a good god. Totally, dude. Breakers 2 is now available. Beat all 3 high scores and win a prize. Games are free to play with an arcade pass. Whoa. Was it a breakout? Copyright and registered to Globo Corp. A to jump. Oh, interesting. It's kind of like Breakout. Arkanoid. Shrinks over time. Interesting. First Toho game was just this, really. Before it became bullet hell? Interesting. Try again. Score to beat 110. Oh, I was close. Okay, I'm getting a better handle on the physics here. let it touch the ground. I see. Didn't realize there was a penalty there. Makes sense. Oh, that makes it so it pierces. I see. Nice. There's some cool upgrades in this. Arkanoid has some awesome upgrades as well. Oh, I was so close. Bummer. Dodge bullets let you bounce an orb around. I see. Now I understand the mechanics, though. Don't let the ball touch the ground. I think it actually gets harder once you get the piercing upgrade to keep it from touching the ground. But you get way more points if you can manage it. Okay, so it's not always a piercing upgrade. Gotcha. Try the next level. Oops, didn't mean to back out. $120 is the goal. Giant mouse. Aww. Shit. So close. There we go. Second ball. Look at that. Very Arkanoid. Monkey level. I didn't look at the score required. 130 maybe? Really? And the orange one pierces. Multi-ball is always the most OP upgraded Arkanoid. You won! Congratulations! Beat all 3 high scores to win a prize. Out of order. You beat the high score on level 3 of Breakress. Didn't think that was possible. Yeah, we're pretty great at video games. Who knew? Prize. Didn't think anyone would ever win. I don't really have a prize for you. What? This is an outrage. This make you look cool and intimidating, don't you think? Sunglasses. Look cool and intimidate enemies, decreasing their defense. That's pretty cool. No kidding. That's so rad. I like that it actually does something too. breakers too. Been in through this door before. Why don't I go further down this building from the employee entrance? I just go to the rooms I've already been in. I can, yeah. Customer service. Running emergency customer retention subroutine. Work equals happiness. Tony Award. Wisdom Crystal powers the entire city of Donaldson. Corp CEO Tony Ward first harnessed the latent energy of the Xidium crystals in 945 AC. Thanks to the brilliance and generosity of Tony Ward, most humans now enjoy the comfort and safety that the unlimited energy the crystals provides. Definitely something down there. I don't think I have the ability to get in there yet, though. Be able to buy that house. Nagiabra is pretty crazy. Joja Mart. Or if they got Stardew devs permission for that. I'm sure they don't care. Flattered.
We're happy to have you with us tonight and hope you'll come back often.
Evelyn Deddy's studio. Night Club. Scissors up. Is user here to see the concert? Automatic Edward.
Mind of man rests on a delicate balance between reality, the world of light, and the other, darker world below the threshold of consciousness.
Come back tonight for a concert. Okay. I think I saw a place with a bed to sleep in. Oh, that's cool. Elevator tube. Buy a lockpick. I think I have the kit, so I don't think I need more of them. Surf and surf. It's clever.
Behold the secrets of nature's deepest mystery.
Oh, they are consumables? Okay. So whenever I use the lockpick kit, does it consume a lockpick, or is it a separate thing? It's turf and turf. Fan of the fizzy pixels? Play every night. No excuse for bothering me now. I see. Let's see, where's my lockpick set? Oh, that's our first hat, I see. Lockpick kit. Oh, I see. Pick 0. Thank you. I didn't make it nighttime, I'll have to wait. Surf and Surf. Welcome to Surf and Surf. I sell seafood and surfboards. But expanded to include cheeseburgers. So I want to change the name. Thank you kindly. I have a secret for you. Where are the blocky pixel people? 2 squares for eyes, I tell you. Someone protesting Global Corp. Do the whole protest? Underground resistance movements. Yeah, I plan. Get it before it gets you. Christmas trees and Ultimate Line. We didn't have art for them. Attach the script to a generic pine that spawned little colored gemstones. We did have vertically offset them. Which had a script with periodic callbacks to appear and vanish so they twinkle. That's insane. I'm excited to read that thread. That's really cool. I'm gonna buy a pick for now. Thank you. Yay, shark repellent. My god, Surf, it sounds like someone's over the top, like, Mario Maker machine. Okay, so I can't dig into that sort of earth yet, apparently. I'm in there yet. Let's go. Tomba Island. Really? Speaking of Tomba. Fancy purple chest down there. find a way to get down there eventually. Alright, so these campfires are going to matter eventually. It's the second one I've seen. And how Serp's reading from the thread that Scarf posted in Discord. Can maybe dig through that on the other side? Serp's worked on localization for Hollow Knight, right? Nene. Whoa. Double jump to talk to that little mushroom man. God, I wish I knew what campfires did. Leave a faith. I wonder if you land directly on top of that big mushroom or that long fall, something happens. Localizations are very complex discipline. I can't quite make it. Maybe if I had a double jump. There's the Explorer cat again. It's always just out of reach. Can't fit in through there. Find a way into this island later. I do really like the way the island layout is. You're just kind of just traveling horizontally, always getting to crazy new islands. I'm guessing eventually I'm gonna get like a teleport system to get back and forth between them really easily. Okay, I was gonna say, the most suspicious tiny island ever. Secret dig option. Can't open that yet. It's too dark down here for me to see. I really gotta get like a torch or a flashlight or something. I remember I took 3 years of Mandarin in high school. We had a teacher in my school who just happened to speak it fluently. And it was pretty cool because the first 2 years he actually had curriculum for. The third year he had just started, so he hadn't put together a class yet, so he just gave everyone a book of Chinese parables and said, translate this. And I remember I was doing it and I was like, hey, you know, there's this part in here that says something like spring, summer, fall, winter, and it doesn't really make any sense. So from context I kind of picked up that it's just like an idiom to suggest that a lot of time had passed, so I translated it as something in English that meant, you know, many seasons passed or something. And I apologize for it not being a literal translation. I remember him saying that is the essence of localization. Like, it's not literally translating it. It's like finding something in the target language that, you know, means roughly the same thing as the source language. And if you can pull off like a different idiom that has generally the same meaning, then that's like the holy grail. Citing the Force versus the four sacred scrolls will open the way. Jokes and poems, yeah. It's more challenging. It's a puzzle. It's fun. Artistic license and translation, right? I've recommended it before, but if you haven't, check out Fangamer and buy Tomato's book, Legends of Localization. There's one for Zelda and Earthbound. He's got a site that goes into it a lot too. Very, very interesting stuff. I think I'm actually damaging this thing. Voices a complaint about things not being translated literally. Yeah. I think that's like a novice complaint, you know? Sort of like if you go see if they adapt your favorite book into a movie, like the novice thing to do is complain about how it's not a literal, like shot-for-shot adaptation. And then I think like later on you go, well, actually if you're adapting it, you don't want it to be literally the same, because then you should just read the book, right? Or play the video game. What's the point of adapting it if you don't change stuff for the new medium? Oh god, giant bat. There we go. Both less and more critical about existing translations. This game has really strong exploration. I really like how the islands are all like completely different from each other. So I'll turn a corner and now you're just like in a city. That thing where I have to like light it or something. I guess it's like a lighthouse. I don't have like fire yet, so I wonder if I'm supposed to get that fairly early. You miss the kitties?
I miss them so much.
Andrea's home from another week of travel.
Got home for another, what, 3 days? And then
3
we get on another
days.
plane.
Yep. I see, I saw the lockpick count go down there. Clock is broken. Spooky. Mythical origin of species. Kenda and Lo Yang realized their visions were at odds with each other. Giving their creations the power of magic would make their lives too easy. They felt if they're the creation of God, they would handle magic carefully. That each create life in their own way. Hey, thanks, Max Knight. Appreciate that. I don't know why I didn't play the song. I'll pop it here. Really enjoyed your subblock game. Indeed.
You're super awesome. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Hope to see more of Graveyard Keeper in the future. Stardew Valley with a really, like, dark Russian tone. I want that chest very badly. It is in fact a lighthouse, but I don't have a thing to light it with yet. Hey, shop smart. Shop S-smart.
Hey, Dylan?
Yes.
I'm gonna get some ice.
Thank you. bunch of lore about the gods in here. Kent is a shapeshifter, can take the appearance of any animal, wanted to give the creation the power of magic. Lo-Yang resembled a human, wanted to give their creation intelligence to use science. Otis, a giant who towered into the clouds, wanted to give their creation a conscience to understand right and wrong. Like, screw those things, give them a conscience. Why not both? Got a cool, spooky lighthouse town just east of Solitary Tree Island. Reminds me a lot of Wind Waker in that respect. A lot of cool islands you could stumble into in that game. I'm guessing I missed a really early upgrade for like a torch or a light of some kind. Flashlight. There's a lot of indoor areas in this game that are super dark.
Oh, hey, Artie. Like this.
Ooh. It's kind of a hidden doorway here. Okay, so we got a thing that lets us control the bird. Forget if the bird can hit switches.
Yeah.
You joining me?
Yeah, what are you playing?
Treasure Adventure World.
I like all of those books.
You like treasure?
Yeah. Who doesn't like treasure?
Can you throw that blanket off the back of that thing?
Why? Looks weird.
It's my wife Andrea, back from her like 4th or 5th consecutive week of travel.
Here comes science.
How was your flight?
Uneventful. No one sat in the middle seat.
Nice.
That was nice.
That's the dream.
So you're a bird?
I'm currently controlling the bird. I think you've seen this game before. Gotta set the rock on that switch, I think. Just gotta make
So
it
you're
back.
not supposed to hit the spikes.
That's correct. Okay, remembered the rock location, that's nice.
Hey, sir.
Nice. Okay, so now I think I can hit the switch.
I see that you cleaned both the fridge and the pantry.
I did.
I bet that was fun.
Oh yeah. I just threw everything out.
You didn't throw out, like, my mac and cheese.
No, well, I threw out everything that I knew.
Was gross.
Oh, now I need to remove the rock from the switch, I see, because I don't need it anymore. That I knew wouldn't make you sad. You would be sad if I threw out your mac and cheese.
I would. Oh, I'd just probably get more. There is a solution to that problem.
I don't know if I can push that block. With these things, I can't. No, there's a secret over there that I can't get to.
You need, like, a jackhammer to kill that thing?
I don't know. Probably need a double jump to be able to get up to the chest that's up there. At least I've opened up a permanent shortcut, so it's progress. Well, this might be a different... This is a different door than I came in from. Okay. Maybe this gets me somewhere. It's creepy. Okay, so we eventually can lower that bridge. Long bridgeway.
Yeah, that's Marty.
He's dying. I don't think maybe I had to get into this house before, yeah. I still can't open these things. Alright, I think I've done everything I can on this island for now. I'll go to the next one.
Never in his whole life.
Only heard the legends of food. The fuck is this thing?
A wall.
It's got a little face at the top.
Yeah, a little. Just chilling.
Alright, so that is the edge of the world here on the eastern side. Start backtracking now that I've got all these progression abilities. I bet the lockpick kit is going to matter for zones I've already visited. Oh, don't leave yet? Thanks, Scarf. Whoa. The heck? Did the game just crash? I got hit so hard it exploded.
That's you died.
It's a bummer. I don't remember what my last save was. I think I saved at a house somewhere in the town. Oh no, I can't get to the task manager. Let's try. I need to remind myself what the commands are in Task Manager. I think there's a keyboard shortcut to end task. Is it Alt-E or something like that?
Hey, Marty. Yes.
I know.
Alright.
You missed me so much.
Without being able to see. I got hit really hard by that spike, apparently. Many humans of the modern era are unaware that animals can speak. I guess it is Chucklefish, isn't it? Publisher. Maybe the autosave was super nice. Let's see where it puts us. The autosave is also a black screen. Uh-oh. Hopefully the house
Pissed it off.
saved. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Let's try doing the manual save. For sure, sir. That's what the Final Fantasy VI fan translation was. It's about 8 minutes. Probably doable. Nice, Aki. So there's still something that's worth getting before I leave this
Wait,
island.
you haven't played Final Fantasy VIII yet?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you did. Huh. You're just the goodest looking guy in the room.
The hottest guy here.
There it is.
Scarf, since I lost some time there, could you tell me where I should be heading for the thing that I still need on this island? Try to do this part quickly. Poor bird. Keep exploring this cave. Okay, so there's more I can do here. Thanks.
It's a cornerstone barbarian.
Do you still agree with that quote?
I do. 100%.
Yeah. Oh, I can kill them? Okay, thank you. So, sometimes I can't tell, like, is there a tell when an enemy isn't actually taking damage from me? I see. Thank you.
Ah,
Looking out.
you can kill those things.
Changes things a bit.
Yes, it does.
Must be getting my cool sunglasses. They intimidate enemies and reduce their defense. They look so cool.
Really?
Yeah. I'll get my old rock back, okay. Get it, Mr. Parrot.
So my faith in humanity is... I don't know if I've ever lost it, so reaffirmed. I was at the airport last night, and I went to the bathroom, and I managed to leave both my phone and my wallet on top of the, like, toilet paper dispenser.
I love you, Andrea, but I don't know how you...
And then I left, and then I realized it, like, 2 or 3 minutes later. I was like, wait, shit. And I go back, and it's not there, and I was like, you know, has anyone seen a phone? And they're like, oh yeah, we dropped it at the desk across the way, and both my phone and my wallet were there.
I am so paranoid about that. Like, I do the check all 4 pockets maneuver, like, every couple minutes when I'm in public. Thanks, Scarf. I would have been a bummer to leave this place thinking I couldn't kill those things. Oh, wait, maybe that might not work with a regular lockpick anyway. So let's see. I know where I can go to buy more. Let's save. Old witch lady. What's up? I have heard there's no longer any magic in this world. But you have heard wrong. Take, for example, the huge amount of earth that's floating precariously above this house. It's able to defy the physical laws of the universe thanks to an ancient magic that resides inside it. It's a magically enchanted item that I've spent my whole life protecting. Something you would find useful in your quest. Give it to you, but in return I ask a favor of you. Solve the maze riddle in the cave below my house. Cool. Read this book really quick. Otis wasn't happy. Let's turn to events. Agreed, as long as the creations could have a conscience. Kenda created varieties of animals who could wield a plethora of magic. Lo Yan created humans who, through hard work, curiosity, and ingenuity, discovered many sciences. Oh, puzzle time. Draw system was something that needed iteration. Okay, so there's something to do with these colored orbs. Alright. Money. That's a good amount of money, too. Need that so we can buy a house. No digging down here. Okay. The lights are just like unique landmarks to keep track of where you are. That seemed like kind of hidden. This feels productive. Right, more money.
Lots of money.
Ooh, we get. Is it a light? Magic bottle. The fuck? Oh, wow. That's not what I was expecting. I love when you see the obstacles in a game and you start to imagine, how is a game going to let me get past that obstacle? I've played a couple games that like intentionally mess around with that, where you see something that looks like it's obviously meant to be traversable through a double jump, and then you get like a weird like spider climb ability instead. You're like, oh, that's cool. I dig it. That's pretty neat. Yeah, there's so few like new abilities in Metroidvanias. They mostly degenerate. Okay, this is the dash. This is the double jump. This is the gravity jump. It's a very special item. It's one of the only sources of magic left in the world. Anything put inside the bottle will also gain magical properties. It turns ordinary flame into a deadly weapon. Try putting many different things in it and see what happens. Thanks, old hag. Do a favor for me. The large earthen orb that floats above this house is actually a graveyard. It holds the remains of the unfortunate citizens who lived in this kingdom. Been at peace for countless years until recently. Their souls have been possessed by an evil force. They now wander the catacombs, angry and spiteful. Venture inside and discover what's causing this disturbance. One of them resides in the catacombs.
Can you put your bird in the bottle?
I don't think so.
It becomes like an eagle.
Right. Magic parrot.
Or a fucking griffin.
Keep my progress here. So sleepy. Okay. No way. That's delightful.
What are you doing?
I'm sucking in this cold air,
Yeah.
right? And I'm doing this. Blowing the air up.
Jetpacking it?
Yeah, basically. That's pretty sweet. Imagine they've got a lot of cool design space with the bottle. Here lie the bodies of the unfortunate souls of the city of Pavaglia. Yep, decanter of endless water. Spooky.
Scary.
The treasure indicators beeping. Upside down dungeons are fun. I love the secret.
That's not
world
treasure,
of
that's a
this
piece of paper.
game. Baggus' private journal.
It's still not treasure.
Not a fan.
No.
Get out of here by the
I
lighthouse.
mean, is it a map to treasure?
It's lore.
That's not treasure! Can you put the skeleton in a bottle? Can you put a bone in the bottle? I'm just gonna ask if you can put anything in the bottle.
Oh, you're scared. It's an interesting question.
Aw, god damn it. You can't just give me the bottle and then not have everything go in the... No, I'm just kidding. That would be kind of insane.
Yeah, Andrea.
That's correct. That is not treasure.
Andrea level of shit giving. Ouch. I'm gonna die. He takes damage in his head, maybe? Alright. Turnips, radishes.
Put them in the bottle!
I want to eat them.
We'll put them in the bottle and then eat them.
You can put that in the bottle.
You don't want to eat that other radish?
I'm gonna save it. It heals more points than I damage right now. It's gonna run out of ammo by definition eventually. Oh. Multiple souls that I have to return, it looks like. Interestingly, I can't grapple stuff if I'm holding these bottles. Let me figure out what I'm doing elsewhere in the level. Drop a soul as well. I'm guessing I have to get all the souls out of here. Put them to rest, kind of a thing.
Then do you get treasure?
Possibly. We did get treasure. It was a note.
Why is that gravestone sideways?
This is a weird sideways dungeon thing. It's like a floating sphere of earth that's a
Oh, I see.
giant, like, mausoleum.
See, now that's closer to treasure.
Golden carrots.
Oh, it's golden? That's definitely
Max
treasure.
health increase by 1.
That's treasure.
Lore doesn't count, though.
Nope.
You're coming close. Ooh. Now that looks like an important treasure, would you agree?
It's just gonna be a fucking book.
You've seen 2 upgrades. You've seen 2 treasure chests in this game. One of them had a book, and one of them had a permanent health upgrade. You're just permanently set up for disappointment now.
Yeah, half the time.
Every
It's not treasure.
Nice. Calculated secret discovery there. So it should be through here. There's got to be an exit somewhere near here. Secret wall, maybe? Here we go. That's one. There's a save point through there. All the wandering souls gather, the curse will be broken. Got it.
Hey, look, it's a soul!
Legendarily powerful book, yeah. That would show Andrea.
So, okay, I'm a little confused.
What's that?
Is the skeleton, like, already what the creature is? Like, cause you... Okay, so I'm confused because you kill a skeleton,
Yes.
and then you get its soul.
Yep.
So, like... Isn't the skeleton, like, either its soul by itself or soulless? How does a skeleton have a soul?
It's the remains of a person that got killed and is buried here.
And the soul is trapped in the bones or something?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, what's down here? It's a random strawberry? Okay. Yeah, it's like I'm putting the undead to rest, basically.
Did you guys see the, Onion article that was like, archaeologists discover ancient race of skeleton people? It's pretty good.
It was from the pot I broke, okay. Oh, maybe it's through here. Oh wait, no, I already got that. That was the book that made Andrea so sad. That's extremely spooky, sir. Should give us a warning before you share such scary, spooky, intimate details. I love the word spooky. It's just a stupid word. Like, it never implies that something is like actually frightening.
It just makes you giggle.
It's like, yeah, skeletons are spooky. I think that part of that is like a modern rebranding of the word spooky, but yeah. It's a university textbook that has a consumable code in the back of it that you need to be able to do your homework. And the skeleton costume on Halloween is a skeleton sandwich.
Yep.
Thank you, stranger.
You're welcome.
Give me the treasure.
Yeah. Great. I'm so happy for you. That means you don't have to take that treasure with you.
Our king
Oh
is still
my
being
God.
controlled by an evil being. Please help us defeat it.
Fine.
The king of the country of 6 people. Right. Looks like a boss hallway. No, it's just a beating heart. There's no problem here. Whoa. It's a pretty cool king. Demented Dragon King. Gotta give me some platforms, man. Can I jump on your arm? I cannot jump on your arm. This is cool. There's our little platform. Talk about choking on chicken bones. Much longer attack now. Now there are 2 of them, and they bounce off the back wall. I'm gonna die, but I'll be better prepared for next attempts. Dead zone. Hey, kitties. Continue from autosave. As this is an endurance, don't take damage because you don't have a lot of opportunities to hurt the boss type fight. I just have to worry about the hand. Shit. Can't just hang out by a back wall. Great start. It's always a pillar once I get the soul.
Half health.
Shit, I forgot that was not my pillar. Nice.
What, you only did them 4 times? You
Alright.
got 6 souls.
Reasonable.
Is it? What about the other 2 souls? They're just kicking back, eating some, like, chocolates, and
Look, it's the soul of the king.
it's a koala.
He is a koala man. Thank you for rescuing us, Citizen King Boone. In the old world, there was one large continent. I ruled over a peaceful kingdom, but after the cataclysm, which turned everything into Wind Waker world, Civilization died out, and we remain in this dimension as spirits. It made us all very happy to continue living in our kingdom even after death. Thanks to you, we'll continue to exist peacefully. Please come to my castle that I may repay your kindness. Bye, Koala King. Yeah, I guess that was what he really was in his heart of hearts.
Okay, that's treasure.
Legendary treasure. Temporal ring. Cool. I've unlocked more of the dungeon. What's up, what? Yo. You're a ghost too? I'm a spirit. Thank you for what you've done for the citizens of Baviglia. Protecting this island for countless years, it was once a great kingdom populated by humans and animals who practiced magic and studied science. After the Great Cataclysm, the world broke into islands. A large mass of earth that hangs above the island is about to collide with us, causing even more devastation. Citizens are able to hold it in place long enough to cast a powerful spell. It's been floating there ever since. Okay, using the floating orb as a graveyard. That's cool. Oh, let me rest. Get my health back. Hey, angry kitties. You're just sitting up there, blinking slowly and then opening your eyes, hoping that you're in a food world. So we can go do the Uber puzzle. Yeah, can I get an animal mask? I need that for progress reasons.
Why don't you just kill the bird? Cut off its head, skin its face, and there you go.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I've seen Silence of the Lambs too many times.
Bird is my friend, Andrew.
So it would be willing to make that sacrifice for you.
Not even a peep.
Oh, I like Andrew. Like Kazooie. But Andrea is Kazooie.
Exactly. You're a monster. Peep and I are not that close. We just happen to have common goals. I'm a mean parrot. It's old lighthouse. My dad told me when it's lit during the night, its beacon shines to the horizon. If you could sail to that point and dive to the ocean floor, you'd find a sunken treasure.
I like treasure.
Like sailing.
Way to waste it.
Go kill the other bat before I do this.
How'd you know there was another bat?
I've been in here before. It was before I had the bottle. Got to the top of the lighthouse, so I'm like, I'm gonna have to come out when I have power of fire. Okay, I see what the challenge is now. Figure out why there was such a long
Totally
time last
fucked
time.
that up.
Yeah, I need to kill the bat first, though. The bat's gonna get in my way on the way up. No! Stupid rocks respawning on my way down.
Oh my god! You totally fucked up.
You're about to celebrate, too.
You're like, oh man, I made it! So the timer, it's pretty tight. It doesn't give you much room for error.
You might have more time at the end of it than it sounds like, but yeah.
Is that the German word for fuck up?
You don't know Schadenfreude?
No.
It's a German word most people know. Taking delight in the suffering of others.
Oh. What's shotted?
I think it's Shame Friend.
Oh.
Is that right? Serp. Delighting in the shame of your friend. Harm friend.
Arm joy.
I see. Gotcha. It's a bug person. Midge and I ran a successful general store. Those were the good old days. Took me a long time to accept my whole life is gone. A lot of Americans pronounce it Schadenfreude. Contains the coordinates for the location of a legendary treasure. Nice.
Ooh.
Benedict's. Friend Shaman? Ah, okay. That makes more sense. It's mouse ghosts. I'll be like getting a stomachache, so like the opposite of Schadenfreude. Instead of being delighted, you're just like feel bad for them.
Cringe.
I think cringe used to have a like empathetic connotation, but now I think the like Gen Z connotation is more delighting in things being bad or embarrassing.
Really? I'm out of touch
That
with
was
the
so
times.
cringe. In honor of you saving my soul, I'd like to offer you a special one-time only deal on this once popular item.
Why would they ruin cringe?
In the old world, humans would wear this mask when they wanted to go unnoticed by less friendly animals. I sure am. Give me that koala mask. Disguise yourself as an animal. Fuck yeah. Yeah, you play games for a living? That's so cringe.
What are we gonna be when we're older? Okay, millennial?
Okay, one.
Okay, millennial.
Bird person. Very excited to have the animal mask. See if there's any vine blocks in this town. I think we got all of them for now. Jumpy, jumpy, jumpy. Okay, so I can't dive yet, but I'll remember that for whenever I get the ability to dive. Reciting the verses of the 4 sacred scrolls will open the way. Don't have them yet. So cool with my sunglasses.
Even though it's dark and raining.
Yeah, it makes sense. Enemies are intimidated and their defense values are decreased. Alright. Progress. Progress. I really need like a flashlight. I don't know if having this generates a small amount of light, it looks like. So just so I know for my own sanity, I assume that there is like a light radius upgrade in this game that I just don't have yet. Is that true? I'm wondering if I'm meant to go through here completely blind. Oh, this works. Okay, so there's another thing to light up there. Oh, but I don't have a double jump to get the fire up there. I thought there was going to be a flashlight. Was it something I could have gotten much earlier in the game? I assume the answer is yes, because like I said, I've been indoors in a lot of places, and it seems like incredibly dim. Not supposed to have it yet, okay, gotcha. Guessing it's designed to look better when he's got like a light radius around him.
Wait, that's a dude?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a chick.
Actually, I think their gender is non-specific. I don't remember if they said. Could be like the Undertale protagonist. There's more I can do in there. Okay. I thought I saw a part that I needed to have the fire to be able to do. This is a secret tree. You got to this island, you had to dig in order to see where to go. Yeah, because I think I need double jump to be able to bring the fire up. There's like another... This looks like the wood that I couldn't get through earlier. Yeah, like I need to be able to jump up here, and I can't climb if I don't have the thing, so... Hey kitties. They're dying.
Alright, Will.
I'm guessing you're not starving because you had Waffle House recently?
Yeah, no, I was just...
So you woke up so late?
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, oh, I don't have to get up, I'm just not gonna set my alarm, and then I wake up at like 1 p.m.
Exploration.
Thankfully, the dude was like, yeah, you can have a late checkout whenever you want. I was like, great.
You see Exploration Kitty at the top there? Little
Aww.
hats. You don't know how to reach it yet. If that was only lit already, then I could have a little fire thing I could shoot. But it is not yet. Now I know what the purpose of the campfires is. I have to find a way to actually light them. Maybe there's a torch somewhere else on the level that I can carry here. Really? Come on, dude. That would make you sad if I skipped the money pickups.
Absolutely. That treasure is in the fucking title. I feel like there should be a penalty.
Should like actively sap your health whenever you're not
Yes.
picking up gold.
Correct. Boing, boing. There you go.
There we go.
Those bees remind me of Donkey Kong.
Not the bees.
No falling damage, I take it?
That's correct. Got to use that in Resident Evil 6. Somebody got turned into bees.
Who knew you were gonna get so much use out of that?
Alright. I can, in fact, point it down, I guess. Yeah, let's laugh it up.
Buzzball.
Okay.
Why is there fire on top of that mushroom?
Because it's a puzzle.
But like someone was like on top of that mushroom and was like, you know what I need? Fire. Oh, I saw that you found my water bottle. There's this water bottle that he had made for me with this meme where it's this little dog in a bunny outfit that just looks completely distraught. Like he has given up on everything because he's in this fucking bunny outfit and it says, "I hate everything." I used to bring that bottle to a really hard class I had to take in grad school.
Electricity and magnetism.
Electricity and magnetism. Yup. So then I didn't feel so alone. So I'd be sitting there like, oh my god, this is so hard. It's like, but you know what? You have it worse, little puppy. You have it worse.
So maybe there's a way for me to get to that sand. See if there's a dig spot over here somewhere. I don't have the ability to get through sand that's facing me horizontally yet, right? Not a thing I can do. Okay, thank you. Just making sure. But I got a permanent step that I lit the campfire. Actually, you know, that's kind of an important thing that I haven't really thought about before. It would have helped Banjo-Tooie a lot. The idea that you can get to a thing and not be able to do it yet because you don't have the necessary upgrade, but you can take some sort of step.
Oh, there's a legendary treasure down there.
I can't get to it yet.
Oh.
Thank you for
It's
noticing.
just taunting you.
It is.
Sorry.
But before you can actually do something, let you do something somewhat productive. So there was a cave earlier that I couldn't finish, but I was able to like open a shortcut in it, and then leave and be like, okay, I'll come back here later using the shortcut once I have the ability that I need to do something here. So you don't just get like instantly denied. Sorry, you can't do this. Come back with a different character. The train stations were blocked for a really long time.
Hi, Ben.
Can't take this yet.
I love you. You're my
For the same
biggest
reason.
guy. Thank you for keeping Dylan company.
Every blocking point doesn't have to be that way, but giving you some kind of cookie, medium cookie the first time you find something.
There's a robot.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Hey,
It's a
Robert.
vending machine.
Here, kill the pigeon and take its face.
I don't need to take anything's face. I got a cute
Oh, the
koala mask.
Yeah, but what if you have to be a bird?
I might be able to do some stuff in this town with the bottle. Come here at night to go to the concert. Is there a quick way to pass time in this game? Does sleeping actually pass time a bit? Put the bomb in the bottle. Genius. Put him in a good place for a secret. Sleeping does pass time. I might have to do it multiple times to get to the hour I need.
You training the homeless guy like a Pokemon?
What's that?
So are you gonna treat the homeless guy like a Pokemon?
Oh no. I just
You're not
gave
gonna
him
trap him in your little bottle and then release him to go fight your battles?
It's only slightly less morally repulsive than Pokemon. More morally repulsive? More of it. Oh, God damn it. Oh, bumster, dumpster. Is that your tickets? Can I buy a ticket?
Now I'm just imagining this like giant metal dumpster with like teeth and angry eyes, like going. Rah, 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 rah. It's quite terrifying, actually.
She didn't tell me I needed a ticket.
Can you like bend over and show her your butt? I got your ticket right here.
Oh, I bet the artist guy has one in his house. Let's try that.
Alright, get nice again.
Thank you. Thought maybe the ticket would be in the band member's house, but it doesn't look like it. Alright, we'll just move on. Oh. Oh. Let's see. That's cool. So it's like a nether kind of a teleport. Shortcuts. Very cool. And the bottle triggers it. There's just that thing I can't get past over here. So I need a way to do a warp point. It's only going to have ones that I've already found, presumably. Oh, maybe not. Unless it just looped around in the back at the beginning. That might be one of the early stages. I think it just looped around. I think I've been here before. Take the opportunity to save, though. But at least the nether reality isn't flat, right? I'll head back in a second. I'm just curious what this fire might be for. Possibly nothing. We'll go back. I want to go get past that rhino guy. You coming back, Andrea?
Yep.
Okay.
Hi. Am I missing something good?
No, I just wondering if I should adjust the camera.
Ah. So why do you have to be a koala? Or are you just being a koala for funsies?
There's a town that I tried to go to that will not let you in unless you're an animal person.
But is this that town?
No, I'm working my way there now.
I see.
Alright, so can't put the fire away, so unlocking that is confusing right now. Don't have enough money to buy the house yet. Maybe it has something to do with buying the house, though.
That's a pretty crappy house.
1,000 coins. Probably has a Triforce piece in it or something. It's okay, Marty. You will eat one day.
Why is that even there?
Probably for when I can dive later,
Oh.
so I can do this. Probably a secret. Don't think I needed to go through this way. There was a dead end that was suspicious, but I don't think it had anything to do with the bottle.
Wrong.
Can't get through there yet. There he is. Hey there, friends. Are you here on business or pleasure? Business? You're here to see Wendy. Enjoy your stay. Simon the Rhino fell for my cool mask. And I fell. Oops.
So I learned today that someone I work with named Rand, guess what his girlfriend's name is? Oh, I already told you this. Chat, guess what his girlfriend's name is?
She was mad at me for not guessing right.
D is
Very close. Morning light, fall showers from up above, and life can go on. Thank you, Haiku Mushroom.
Now her name is Randy, so it's Rand and Randy. Double Randy.
I think he used to go by Randy until he met her.
I don't know, I've only ever known him as Rand.
Hey, lockpicks, nice. Keep spending money on it. It's a chest! Location of a legendary treasure, nice.
Man, you're really bad at that.
It's an ant person. Hey, turn on this water pump. Fine, but don't ask me for any more favors.
Can you water the flower? Andrea's a genius. I mean, it did something.
Yeah, I think it's to teach me that
You
I can water the flowers.
What about the flowers on that roof there?
Later, sir. Good night.
Have a good night. Sleep well.
There's also a torch I can light.
You just throw water on that monkey.
Well, yeah.
He's just chilling.
Tribes are living up here in the jungle since the Great Cataclysm. Ancestors used to practice magic. It's not just a legend, it's true. How to harness the power of nature to do the things magic used to do for them. We use the wind to power our wheat mill.
You think they kick you out if you take off your mask?
Probably, yeah. Everyone that lives here has their role to play. I'm a baker. Until Sarsa finishes grinding the wheat, I don't have anything to bake with. Side quest. Flour for cinder. Oops. Thought I'd try.
If you could break the block.
I was trying to light the candle.
Ow.
Oh. I see. Maybe you'll fool Simon, but I know you're human. Not all of us animals ate humans. Marmoset pajamas. No one in the world as smart as Wendy. So I guess we could have made that flower grow if we came here without the bottle. But not those flowers. That aim.
Yeah, it was right on. I'm very impressed.
It's windy.
Ant, do your fucking job.
If this ant asks for water, I swear to God. You realize how tiring that is? Give me something good to eat and I'll turn it on. Okay. Snack for Gregor.
Here, kill that bee and give it to him.
East is a great waterfall that feeds from the rivers and oceans.
Give him some of that wheat. Make like bread. Oh! That wheat probably is what you need for the koala. Right?
The wheat, yeah.
Is that right?
To get them to start working again. Want something else tasty? Hold on.
Does Shane get all next week off?
I think so, almost. Looking for Hawaiian's 12 legendary treasures. Oh, this is Wendy. You would be taller. These 12 treasures contain great power that, if in the wrong hands, could cause horrible devastation. Water the flower on the roof of my house. Oh. Okay. Do that simple task and then come talk to me again. Wendy's trial. Haiku mushroom. Fall off the tightrope. If you don't have balance, white and black make gray. So I really gotta find food for this ant. The haiku mushrooms are pretty great. Whoa. It must be, so does the food that he want, is it a food that I can carry, or is it a food that's just gonna work? Touch little white balls all over my body. Put me in a green room and make me walk, run, and jump over and over again. Is it something I can carry, or does it have to be like, oh, this might be my answer. Bring me some seeds, I'll give you a bottle of wheat to take with you. Whoa! Need to haul a few hundred more. We don't have time for this. Pay in advance. You're gonna finish the job later. Okay. What was that quest you wanted me to do, Andrea?
Which one? Oh, the koala? Give him so we can make some bread.
Needs wheat. Hey, it looks like someone will finish this ground wheat. You don't know what to do with it anyway. Be one of these slightly stale muffins in exchange.
Thanks.
It'd be funny if the game actually coded something if you did it all 100 times. The only game I've played that did that was Stanley Parable.
Oh, with the baby in the fire?
Yeah. There's actually something that happens if you sit and do it the whole time. Please be outside still. Don't make me do the whole trading minigame again. It's the same button to enter a door as it is to pick the thing up.
Oh, there you go.
Muffin you have looks pretty good. Great. I just mostly needed this for him to spawn in the next location. So I actually already managed to get the water up there. Muffin you gave me was hard as a rock, but I still have to work out the calories. I'm not doing this for your benefit. Evil monkeys. I'll kill them first before I attempt this, but it's okay. I kill the monkeys.
Those monkeys are assholes, man.
One down. First try. Alright.
Nice.
Hooray! You look very familiar. Dr. Budo, have we met before? Spent a lot of time on Angel Oak Island. I've met you there before, maybe. The 64 wrong answers in Final Fantasy 9. Oh yeah, like, I remember, I knew about that because it's the very first thing the Play Online strategy guide tells you to do. I remember doing it, and I'm like, this is dumb. Like, that was my first experience with Final Fantasy 9.
What happens if you get them wrong 64 times?
Now, there's the very first cutscene in Final Fantasy 9, there's a scene where a character is asking you what the plan is, and you give the wrong answer.
Uh-huh.
You give the wrong answer 63 times, and then it just has a little joke scene that plays. But, like, the walkthrough tells you about this Easter egg, and you're thinking it's important because you're following the Play Online walkthrough.
Mm-hmm.
It's a complete waste of time, because you have to just sit there and listen to him talk. Anyway.
The 64 is a lot.
It's a lot of times. Does bringing the fire out from the roof help? Surprise me, little human. I'll keep my word and lower the bridge for you. Thanks, Wendy. Leads to an important item, it said. There's a cute yawn, Marty. Here for one of Lepidus's most famous magic spells. Some of us still possess the power of magic. This wind spell might be useful to you. Yeah, exactly. Whee! Fucking bees, man. Tell you what. Die. These things are too strong. Fortunately, they take damage from wind, though. I don't think the frogs take any damage. Oh god, that was further than I thought it would go. Give me those radishes. I need them very badly. No! I need those radishes. Go the other direction. Go up. It's not good. And I'm dead.
Wah, wah, wah.
Get curious where the autosave is. Alright, didn't send me as far back as I thought it was going to. That's nice of them. Give me that spell, please. Well, plus I didn't see this before. Money, money, money. Hey, now I got enough to buy the house. Maybe I'll do that after I finish this island. I think there's a warp to that island.
I love this one.
Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's the kitty! I finally got to it! Jack the cat! Got a little explorer hat!
Yeah.
Fellow travelers, have you met Wendy? Her and I go way back. She was engaged to be married once. Apparently it didn't work out. She blames it on her ex. She's too stubborn to admit she's also at fault. It's too bad they can't work things out. The world would be a happier place if they did. Alright. Extra lore from Jack the cat.
Would have been better if he gave you treasure.
It's a real treasure.
Hey, there you go. Legendary treasure.
Ooh. Cloak of Inconspicuousness. Right now we really gotta head back to the Uber Dungeon. If I get a warp point, I'll go buy the house really quick too. I might be able to do something in here now.
Pull out that fire.
Alright, progress. Oh, this is just a shortcut. I've been on this side before. Okay. I haven't killed that one though. Need exploding energy for something. It's a classic Lana Lana, you can fuck it up block puzzle. I think the rule for a lot of these puzzles is do whatever the opposite of the obvious thing is.
You just decide to say, fuck that. I'm just gonna run through it. That's what I would have done.
It's damage boosting. It's a time saver. Well,
Yeah, it's like it needs to turn that fan, you know?
yeah, like we need to fill that thing with water.
Oh, yeah. Do that.
Try bringing some water up here. I don't know if I can make it with the water. That's probably what this pump is for, though. Yeah, because I can't jump up here. Need the hook. Alright, I'm guessing this is the thing I can't do yet. Made some progress, though. There's a warp point. Did it after I save. I'll like use the block to get up there with the water. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I guess I don't know what the purpose of the bomb guy is then. Maybe it's to make a risk with the block. Oh, it's a reset button, okay.
You don't give a damn, you don't give a fuck.
There's a save point right outside. Really?
We'll blow the guy up on top of it.
I think I have to heat it up now and make it boil over or something.
No.
It's my next guess anyway.
I'll make like steam. I see.
You don't count as fire? Okay. Try to find a way to get a fire in here now. Fire keys. Forced camera perspective there is super weird.
That's weird.
Also doesn't work. Weird. Must be a different kind of fire that I need. This one, maybe? Didn't mean to throw the carrot. I meant to eat the carrot. It's a common mistake. Looks like the kind of thing that I would be able to grab. The magic jar. Yeah. Is the whole puzzle doable now? I'll accept a hint if you got one. Does it involve lighting the candle in that corner down there? We go by the house. I think this is the house. Where do I get the fire to light the candle? It's a steal for only 1,000 coins. Classic video game thing to buy a shitty house.
Oh, it got less shitty now.
There's a funny joke in Earthbound where it's making fun of the fact that the game is 2D.
Mm-hmm.
You buy this house, and they're like, you gotta buy this house, it's so great, it costs so much money, and like you can only really afford it in the end game. You buy it, and there's like, once you go inside, there's no back. You couldn't see that from the front of the overworld, right? You go inside the house, and scenic views. Presumably there needs to be a way for me to light the fireplace. Other flames in the area I can use. Okay, I'll look. That must be what this is for. But I can't get it out of there, I don't think. Oh, now it's not lit anymore. Weird. Super weird. Whoops. So I thought that was originally referring to the door, but I don't think it is. I don't think it would still be beeping. Maybe I can get above it somehow? It would be interesting if it's both there to get you to dig for that door and there's a thing above it. Don't think there's anything new I can do here. Should be able to burn that. Not that it matters. We got here earlier and it was super suspicious. Okay, nothing I can do there yet. Come back later when I get more abilities and stuff. Like, there's something by this door. Can't like dig further underneath it. I'll try not to think about it. Some are camping a very different game. Guess I'll strawberries. Way too expensive. Also, I can't afford it.
I really hope they never, ever, ever make a horror movie where the guy wears a koala mask, because I like koalas. Now, I do recognize that would make sense, because koalas are assholes who have gonorrhea.
Yeah, I thought it was in the ceiling, but I think you have to get up there, and that's why I was wondering if it was through that alternate door.
But right now, for me, koalas are cute.
But you had to dig down to it.
I'd rather them not be ruined like clowns. So, drop. I apologize. Please continue.
I wasn't saying anything important. I'm just looking at you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Koalas are ruined? You're
I thought you
good.
were being like, dude, bitch, you keep interrupting me.
No, you're good. You haven't interrupted me.
Word. Yeah, drop berries. They're supposed to be awful. I got to hold a koala once, and Dylan was next to me, and I got to pat his belly.
Hopefully it
And it
funded
was
the wildlife
soft and
preserve.
furry.
Was it soft? I thought it was like super coarse.
I mean, it wasn't like Ben soft, but it wasn't like a sloth.
Okay.
Somewhere in the middle. Oh yeah, I've heard dolphins are really like rapey, like ducks. And by that I mean sexually aggressive. Sorry.
Do koalas have diarrhea?
No, gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea.
But no, oh man, that would make it even worse because they're up in the trees and just have diarrhea. Ugh.
I love you, Andrea.
that would be really bad too.
Oh. Oh, random drop.
Oh, it is herpes. All right, I made a mistake. I got my STDs mixed up. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure you're right. It was herpes.
Alright, so there's a flame somewhere that I can get in the bottle in this room is what you're telling me. Let me give it a shot. But I have to already have the block and let me see if I can get the flame first, I guess.
Yeah, doesn't like a female duck purposely have like a labyrinth of a, vaginal canal so that she can't get impregnated by rape?
Andrea's like, I'm sorry, I interrupt you. Like, no, Andrea, it's fine. She's like, sweet. I'm going to talk about labyrinthine vaginal canals and rapey dolphins. Now everything is on the table.
Just making sure that this stream is not appropriate for children.
So it's compliant with COPPA
Yep,
YouTube.
something, don't find him, fuck shit, cock, asshole.
Thanks, Andrea. I appreciate it.
Yeah, see, the female ducks have like a labyrinth, vaginal canal. What
That's
else is it?
kinda
Is it, giraffes maybe? I'm like remembering these things from a not safe for work Reddit like animal sex fact link, but I think it's giraffes where the male will headbutt the female like right in the bladder to make her pee so that he could taste it, see if she's ovulating.
That was Treasure Adventure World. We're at time. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Scar, for sharing
I'm just
this game.
sharing fun animal facts, Dylan.
This is a delightful game, and I love it very much. I'm excited to play more of it. been a jolly good time.
Thanks, Ronovan. See, educational.
Educational.
Yeah.